What's going on, everyone? So yeah, this is going around. So I'm like, yeah, I got to see this. I haven't seen it yet, but I did some reading on it so I can understand what it is. Apparently, there is a Unreal Engine 5 State of Unreal Witcher 4 presentation. What do I mean by that? Well, let me explain because a lot of people can be confused by this, and I actually want to tell people about how this actually works. So going over here to Video Game Chronicles, it says update. CD Projekt Red has confirmed that the video that the to VGC that what was shown at the State of Unreal presentation today was a tech demo set in the Witcher 4 world, but not the Witcher 4 itself. So Witcher 4 is still far away, you know what I mean? Let me give you an example of what they mean by that. An example would be the Matrix. Unreal Engine tech demo. I mean, it gives you the idea, but the point of this is to tell you where the Unreal Engine 5 is going. I've been telling people they're going to be doing a Lumen update, and this Lumen update is going to make it to where it's good like the Unreal Engine 4. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, now everything's just better with this. I'm not getting stuttering. It's not eating up resources like crazy. You know what I mean? My frame gen isn't dipping me down with some stupid glitch every time, because that's been a thing this year with frame gen and last year too with FrameGen and that it's just really annoying. Where it's like, why is every time I do an Unreal Engine 5 game like Stalker, all these games, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, no, you would have been better off finishing the engine and using Unreal Engine 4 like they did with Stellar Blade and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, because it just gets annoying. So we're supposed to be getting that update this year, by the way, soon. So in here, they show the updates of the engine, and I wanted to just let you guys know this so you can know what this is. So I found the live stream section because they don't have no timestamps, because the IGN gameplay is in 1080p and this gameplay is in 4K. So I wanted to get you guys the best footage. So I finally found this marker here. It was kind of annoying to get to it, and here we are. So are we ready to see some gameplay here? Ready to see Siri. I love The Witcher, by the way. Beat it on hard when I got it. I played Witcher 1 and 2. So yeah, I've been around a while for this series. Let's go.
Our goals are completely aligned here. And around the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity, we just couldn't pass it up. So we've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should.
So you saw what he said there. We're working on a technical demo together. CD Projekt and Epic.
Take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kaitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure, let's do it.
And those guys are the people at CD Projekt. Epic was the guy that...
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4. What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing.
What? This is the update I'm talking about. Yes, this is where we need Unreal Engine 5 to do. That means Unreal Engine 5 games coming to Switch 2 will be looking so good. This is how it's supposed to be. These engines were supposed to be favoring us. So you don't have to overspend on this crazy technology or broken engines and unoptimized nonsense. We have plenty of technology. The problem is this and other stuff.
So in the game, you'll be
Base
playing
PS5.
Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir.
Oh my goodness, man. The blur aspect, just everything. The way everything is moving before I paused it.
And you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating the monster.
Excuse me. Guys. This detail is crazy.
And after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
And you see the 60 frames too. It is so nice.
Everyone, meet Kelpie.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt and Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one, since you're gonna explore the world.
I'm literally just blown away by the details of the foliage and the draw distance detail being so accurate. Remember when you would have to get close to a rock like this back then on other games, even this generation on like consoles, and it would look blurry till you got close. You could now see that clear from that far away. think about how much of an improvement this is. Like details that you're seeing that you wouldn't see if you got close. And when you would get close, things used to be blurry when you would get close to it, but farther away it would look more clear. Everything here is just like rich at the highest degree. And I'm yes, this is what I want from Witcher 4. I'm excited for this. The future is bright for CD Projekt. They could definitely do some crazy drops here, you know, in the next decade or so to where like they could put themselves on a pinnacle in the gaming industry in certain ways if they're successful. A lot is riding on them. They can go down that path of Rockstar if they keep it up.
World on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded.
That's amazing. Did you hear what he just said? The synchronicity between a character and something else, like a horse or two other people bonded, the movement that they got from mounting, like everything. They're adding in new aspects to increase gaming development. If the developer is talented enough to use this type of aspect. Oh my God, I can imagine Rebirth using Unreal Engine 5 with this. That's going to be so sick. And just other games in general, you know what I mean?
And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with Nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle.
That's what I was talking about earlier, the foliage. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Because we're seeing potential here of what every developer is going to be able to get their hands on. And we're going to see how they optimize it and use it. This was just, you know, a tech demo right now. The potential for this game is vast, like Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, man. Just like when I was watching this too, you see all the movements in nature. Like you could just see it. It's incredible. This is what I wanted from Unreal Engine 5. This type of optimization and this type of performance. I feel like now we're getting to the next gen engine. It's supposed to be actually next gen. And like you can just see all this moving in the background, everything. It's amazing. Just watch how everything moves.
So we are excited to introduce Nanite foliage. And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same
Oh man, and that new Nanite, yeah, that's
hard approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in Nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
damn.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with.
What he just said is one of the most important things that this engine needed. This what we've seen in all these open world games, all these problems, and the amount of resource hogging that it is required with the stuttering. You know what I mean, with frame generation not working correctly with it either, and just the demands that it was just requiring us. Like, but the point of Unreal Engine was to make things be amazing like every other engine, but optimize better and more efficiently. But 5 was the first time I'm like, man, what are you guys doing, man? This is what I wanted to see.
Incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Siri.
This is so sick. Just
Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff.
yes, so am I.
Has to offer.
Man, it's crazy. Like, it's like I see the cloth move and everything. I'm paying attention to all these details, y'all. So I'm grabbing all that in. I have to tell you, this color texture palette is just insane. I'm loving it. The physics, evolution, just everything. The foliage. There's so much potential that's going to be coming now. Now I'm actually excited. So yeah, y'all gonna have to let me know what y'all think about this. Just see that fur moving on the bear, all their clothes, everything moves. Everything's alive.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is.
Yes.
Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together.
Yeah, there's a harmony here, all interconnected. This is amazing development. My God, I cannot wait for this.
Look at this poor gentleman.
Man, if we thought The Witcher 3 was good, they're about to take it to the next level. Imagine Cyberpunk 2. This is great, y'all.
Being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat.
The splash pedal, everything when he got pushed down there. I see what they're trying to do in this tech demo. It literally just gives you the idea of everything. Incredible stuff.
Gwen. Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
That detail's crazy. You can still see the smashing of the apple, the blood aspect of the apple on the floor, or call it tart, whatever you want. But you get what I mean when you looked down there, it was still there. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Who in? Ah, Witcheress. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton, not here.
While Ciri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morn and catch fishes, won't find none fresher.
Rugged me ladies after one of them.
Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Interesting, something more. Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in this simple market
Yeah.
stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, And all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But The Prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus.
And you wonder what Elder Scrolls is going to
The
do.
performance deserves a huge crowd, though. Let's crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems.
Do you see how smooth this is running, even with all these people they put on the screen with this type of graphics? This says a lot. On PlayStation 5, remember, base.
Including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
Yes.
You're right. And that's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri? We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we're doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
We're gonna get some combat.
A first look at Lanexeter.
This is a new area.
With what?
Okay, yeah. Epic redeemed me a bit now that I know that, you know, that's going to be happening the way that it is, and they're actually saying something. I'm very excited for The Witcher 4. I remember this was a tech demo, but hey, I love what I saw. Let me know what you guys think. This is great. This game's going to be amazing, and a lot of other Unreal Engine games and games are going to be getting updates. Are going to run a lot better, like Oblivion and stuff like that. So, yeah, amazing. All right, y'all. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Peace. Have a great day.